Okay, so we are on row 10, and I need to attach a new gray cord because our cord is just a little too short. So we're just going to push this one into the back. Grab your new gray. And we are working our way back across this way. So we want to put the gray under 2 strands of white. Loop it around and pull it through. This is your first knot. Then loop it around, behind, and through the loop. And that will give you your second knot. To finish that off, you just push it up into place. Tighten it a little bit, not too tight. You'll have your tail here. Just take that and put it in the back. And you're ready to move on to the next one. And in row 10, we are doing 7 of these gray before we start changing out our colors. So let's go ahead and do 7 of them total. Now we're going to drop this gray, take it to the back, pick up our lead cord we used earlier here. We're going to take that in the back, of all these cords here. We're actually going to make a knot here on this one. Make your first knot at least. If I can get my fingers to work. There we go. Then you're going to make your second one. And pull that gray through. Tighten your white. Okay, so leave the gray down for a minute. Pick up your next one, put it on top. We want 3 white. So make our second one. Make the second part of your knot. Grab that gray through because you're going to need it. And then tighten your white up. Bring your gray back down. Pick up your next one. Bring it on top. And this will be our third white one. Grab your gray and bring that through. And there you go. We have 3 white. So just to clarify, we're in row 10, we did 7 gray, and then we just did 3 white. So our next step is going to be doing a gray, white, gray, white, gray, white, back and forth, all the way over to here, where we're then going to do 3 white and then 7 gray. So this is going to be a lot of alternating chords. So we have our 3 white, we drop our white, we pick up our gray, get the next one in line, make your first knot, make your second knot, bring your white through, tighten your second knot. Drop your gray, pick up your white, move on to the next 2, make your first knot, and this is just repeating yourself over and over and over again, so I'm not going to say it over and over again. Instead, I think I'm just going to speed it up and let you watch it take place. We have our lead chord from the left side. We're going to use it because this chord over here is getting shorter. So it's getting to the point where it's hard to use anyways. So we're going to go ahead and drop this one to the back. Make our second tighten on the gray. Okay. So this white one, I'm just going to snip it a little shorter. And we're going to take it and put it in the back. So it's out of the way for right now. Okay. And we just finished our gray here. So now we're going to pick up our white. And we're going to make our next white one. Correct? Bring those to the top. Make your first one. Make the second one. And then bring your gray through. And tighten. There we go. How many are we going to need to do here? We had 3 white, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next one is gray, and then 3 white. Okay, so next one is going to be gray. We're going to pull that white through because we're going to need to make 3 white next. Okay. Then we want 3 white. So bring up your next one. So that is row 10 completed. So I'm just going to finish highlighting that, and then we can begin with row 11. Okay, so you can see what's happening. We just finished row 10. And now we're coming back in and we're going to do 11 gray, then go into white, gray, 3 white, 2, 1 white, back to 11 gray. All right, so we need 11 gray. So we have our 11 gray. Now we want to do 1 white. So we'll pick up our next set. We want 1 white. Pull your gray through. Drop your gray. What we got going on? We're doing 2 gray. Okay, so drop your white. Pick up your next 2. We're going to carry this white through. That's one gray. Now we're going to do the next one. Two gray. Okay. Bring your white through. Finish off your gray. Then we're going to switch and we're going to do 3 white. And I think I'm going to drop this gray one here. So I'm just going to take my scissors, cut it a little bit shorter, tuck it into the back. It'll be just fine there till we're done. And I want to do 3 white. So we're going to do 1. We're going to do 2. And here is 3. Okay, there's 3. Now we're going to go back to 2 gray. So I need to get some more gray cord. And we are going in this direction. So we want to put our tail through to the left. Get the next set. You want your tail to go through this way. Loop, swoop, and pull. Give it a little tug, loop, swoop behind, and pull. Just give it a little bit of a tighten, not too tight. Slide it up into place. Then you can tighten it down a little. Okay. So this gray is going to get tucked behind our work. The white, however, needs to get through, and I will say just take it behind. We're making a gray and we'll add it into the next one. We're doing 2. Okay, so here's our second gray one. We're going to pull that cord behind that one through this one and tighten it. Okay. Next up we have 1 white. to get in the front. 1 white. We're going to drop this one here, and that should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we're going to do them all in gray, and then we'll be back to start row 12. And that is row 11. So let's highlight what we've done. Started on the left and did 11 gray, 1 white, 2 gray, 3 white, 2 gray, 1 white, then 11 gray. So that means we are on row 12, and we want to do 8, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 8. completes row 12. So let's take a look here. And row 12 is what we just finished. Doing 8 gray, 4 white, 3 gray, 1 white, 3 gray, 4 white, and then finishing it off with 8 gray. So our next one looks like we have 12 in gray, 7 in white, 12 in gray. So we are on row 13, and we are taking our gray, working to the right, and we're going to go 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The end of the white here is how far we're going to be going. So let's go ahead and get to there. So then we're going to do 7 white, and we're going to pull our gray through this time. So 7 white will put us where? Should put us right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it'll put us right here. Okay. So we need to do 7 white, pulling the gray through with it. This is our last one in white. And then we're going to move back to gray. Make sure you pull that gray cord through. And then we're going to drop our white and we're going to leave it here. We're not going to continue it through. We're just going to leave it here for when we get back to it. Actually, the next row down is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Let me carry it through 6 and see how that looks. started on the left. And we did 12 gray. Then we did 7 white. And then 12 gray. Now we are on row 14. And this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to do 6 gray, a white, 2 gray, white, 2 gray, white, 2 gray, white, and just keep that pattern going, and then finish it off with 6 gray. And that is our last gray one for row number 14. So let's go ahead and mark off our work again. We started on the right, did a crazy little pattern here. We did 6 gray and then did some alternating in grays and whites. And then we finished it off with 6 gray. So it looks like our next line is just as crazy. Same thing, only we're going to start with 4 gray and then do the 1 white, 2 gray, 1 white, 2 gray, and continue that through, finishing it off with 4. So that is row number 15. Okay, this makes number 3. And then number 4. Okay, then we need to get some white. We're going to add some white on. And we are going in this direction. So we're going to put our tail under. Loop it, go behind and pull. Loop it, go behind and pull. Give it a little tug. And then push it up into place. Take that little tail and put it in the back. Okay. Pull that gray through from the behind. We're going to do 2 gray, bringing the white through. Get your next 2. We're going to want to pull that a little tighter together. If you can see how much it's starting to get a gap, we want to pull this one a little tighter. Bring that together. So bring your white through. And then tighten up your gray. All right, then we're going to do 1 white. that is row 15 completed. So we started over here and we finished up row 15 with 4 grays on the side. So we are now on row 16, which is also our center of our snowflake. So we're going to do 3 gray and then 25 white and then 3 gray. So I'm hoping this cord's long enough to get me done, get like 3 of these done. And then I don't have to carry any gray cord through. I can just do the white, make it go a little quicker. There's one. This is our last one of the 25 white. And then we're going to have to get some gray cord to finish off this row. And then that string short enough, we can just tuck that behind. Then we'll get our gray. Go ahead and add that on. We're going to tuck that little end underneath. And then move on to our second gray. One more. Okay, and that is row number 16. And row number 16 is also the center of our snowflake. So let's go ahead and finish that off. We did 3 in gray, and then we did 25 in white, and then 3 in gray. So our next step is to start working in reverse. So we're going to do 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then 4 gray, and that is row number 17. 4 gray, so we started on the left, then we filled in this row right here. Now we are on row number 18. We are on the right, starting off with 6 gray, and then following a pattern, and then 6 gray. 19, which should be pretty simple. We're doing 12 gray, 7 white, and 12 gray. Let's see how far we can get with the gray we have. And there's 12 of the gray on the right. So that just finishes off row number 19. Row number 19, we started over here, worked our way across, and ended on the right. So as you can see, next we're going to do 8 in gray, 4 in white, 3, 1, 3, 4, back to 8. 20. Started off right here and worked our way across